What is up, guys? David here, back again with another video, and today I'm just going to be giving you a 6-month update on my raw vegan journey and kind of let you know kind of what to expect if you are just going into a raw vegan diet.
Every single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Yeah, guys, so again, my name is David. I make videos about raw veganism, about fashion, about lifestyle and things like that. So if that interests you, I want to go ahead and encourage you to subscribe down below and go ahead and hit that notification bell as well so that I can update you with more videos just like this. Now on to the video. This raw vegan journey, it's been one of the best things that ever happened to me. There's so many good changes, especially when I got past the part of, the detoxification stages. And I just want to go into a couple of things that I've experienced and that I've had to stop doing and kind of tweak in order to get this raw vegan diet to work for me. The first thing I notice is that nuts and seeds, especially nuts, they cause inflammation in my body. Every person is different. I want to stress that, and I'm going to stress that throughout the video so that you can understand that what might work for you or what has worked for others might not work for me. So when you go into a raw vegan diet, you're going to have to basically tweak it in your own way to make it work for yourself and figure out what things to eat and not to eat that'll work for you. I found out that in the nuts and seed there's something called phytic acid, which inhibits proper absorption of vitamins and minerals, which I did kind of notice the effect of, especially when I was consuming more nuts than seeds, like pecans and and things like that, cashews especially. Cashews, I found out, are actually most of them aren't even raw, so you want to be careful with consuming a lot of different like cashews and things like that. And just generally what I found out is you want to basically soak your nuts and your seeds to basically make them more digestible. So I know what you might be thinking, if you don't consume nuts and seeds, then how do you get your fat and your protein? And that's a good question. What I like to do is I like to eat a lot of avocados. And avocados, what I found is that when I eat avocados, they don't produce the same effects that cashews and different nuts and seeds produce. They don't give me that that inflammation and just make me feel drained and tired. Even if I eat like 5 Hass avocados, I don't experience any kind of side effects. I wake up the next morning feeling actually great. So, and that's another thing. Like I said, a lot of people are different, because some people, when they eat a lot of different avocados or a lot of avocados at one time, it makes them feel bad the next day. Whereas me, I can eat 6 or 7 avocados if I want to. I don't. Usually I eat about 3 of the smaller avocados, but if I did want to eat that much, then it wouldn't really affect me in any kind of way, because that's just how my body works. The cravings for me on a raw vegan diet, especially during the beginning stages, was one of the worst things that I've experienced on this diet, and it was one of the main deterrents for me as well on this diet. I want to say that after you go raw vegan, after a few months of being on the diet, those cravings go away, especially the cravings for like starchy, greasy foods. You'll see those cravings start to go away. Especially when you get up in about 4 or 5, 6 months in, and that's one of the things I'm experiencing now. I was really motivated by the fact that when I was watching other people who had been on a diet for years, they would say like things like after 6 months or after a year, the cravings generally go away. And that was one of the things that motivated me to keep going, because I was like, yo, if I'm going to experience a decrease in these cravings, I might as well keep going, because if I would have not known that the cravings would eventually go down, it would have decreased my drive and my motivation to continue to stick with the diet. Because quite frankly, man, those cravings they're really hard to deal with when you come to a raw vegan diet. So really, I have to say that I really have to attribute my success so far on this diet to my juicer and me juicing at least 2 or more pounds of dark leafy green vegetables every day. I mean, it's been a tremendous game changer for me, because when I was raw vegan before, I had slip ups and I fell back because I wasn't getting the vitamins and nutrients that my body needed. It was craving. And a lot of people don't realize that the cravings that you have on the raw vegan diet, those are simply because your body's craving the vitamins and minerals. When you delete the starchy foods and the acidic foods out of your body, you have to replace that with something. You can't just let it go. And fruits, even though they are very good for your body and fibrous and things like that, they just simply don't contain enough vitamins and minerals to sustain your body. So what juicing the 2 or more pounds of dark leafy green vegetables did to me was turn my acidic body into a more alkaline body. And that's what I love about it. And that's what it'll do for you. And I always stress the importance of consuming at least 2 or more pounds of dark leafy green vegetables a day on this diet. I want to say again that it's the most important thing you can do on this diet. Another thing I really began to notice, especially later on in you know, about the 3rd or 4th month into this raw vegan diet, is that when I was consuming a lot of you know, smoothies throughout the day, big smoothies, I mean 10 bananas in each smoothie, you know, and doing that, it would cause a crash for me, a crash that was similar to me drinking energy drinks. I'd have a real big high after, you know, consuming one of those big shakes, and then a crash. And then I noticed that that doesn't happen with a lot of other people that I follow on YouTube and things like that. But again, my body, people's body is different. What might work for you might not work for somebody else. So what I started doing now, what I'm doing is I'm consuming a lot more whole you know, fruits, whole bananas and things like that. And I found that crash is sort of eliminated. So pay attention to your body. If you notice that drinking a lot of shakes or eating a certain food like dates or whatever it might be causes some kind of reaction in you, then kind of cut those things out. You want to tweak this diet so that it can work for you, because that's the only way you're going to be able to sustain yourself and succeed in the long run, because it's all about what you do in the long run. Anything can be done for a week or 3 days or something like that. But if you're on this diet, then obviously, or if you're thinking about getting on this diet, then obviously you're thinking about your health and your long run health, your long-term health. So go ahead and you know, I would encourage you to go ahead and do the same thing. Yeah, try different things out. If you like nuts, try nuts. If they don't harm you or they don't do nothing, you know, effects to you, negative effects, then continue to eat them. And also take the things out of your diet that are causing the negative effects. There's a way that I use smoothies now to help me with my diet, and that's to, when I do have cravings every now and then, I like to drink a smoothie. And I noticed that when you drink a smoothie after having a craving for a certain cooked food, a greasy food, a starchy food, the smoothie will help dramatically to decrease the craving. And that actually, last night I had a big smoothie with like 13 bananas in it, and after I was having a craving. And I noticed one thing about the cravings as well. When you have a craving, it's usually because that's your body detoxifying a certain element, a certain thing within it. That, and once that thing is being detoxified out of your body, or when things, you know, are released from the cells of your body, they kind of float around inside of your body, and these things might cause cravings of things that you might have had in the past. See, the foods that you eat, they don't just go away, especially if they're greasy, starchy foods. The only foods that really digest fast are the plant-based foods. And like the things that you eat, like the greasy, fatty foods, they don't go anywhere. They just stick around. And then after sticking around in your body for so long, they become, you know, acidic, and they store up these toxins on the cell walls, and it's just nasty, man. So detoxifying will cause these things to be released from the cells of your walls into your bloodstream until they're totally released out of your body. Another huge thing that I just started doing recently that I wasn't doing, I'm embarrassed to admit, is drinking a lot of water. I wasn't drinking a lot of water because I was consuming so much juice at first. I mean, like a gallon of juice, carrots and dark leafy greens, celeries and things like that that produce a whole lot of vegetable juice. I was drinking that at first, and then when I started cutting back on the celery and the carrots, like dramatically, once I found out that all you really need is to juice about 2 or more pounds of dark leafy greens, it kind of lowered my intake of water to about 32 to 40 ounces a day. So I still wasn't getting a lot of water. After that, I still was keeping the water really away from me at that point. And I found out that it was causing me to have major headaches, and just my mood was weighed down. I just wasn't feeling good at all. So I thought about it, and I felt kind of stupid, man, actually, when I thought about it, like, man, I'm not getting enough fluids. So I started drinking like a lot of water in the morning here recently, and it really changed everything, man. I feel a lot better throughout the day. I don't feel as, you know, as hungry all the time, you know what I'm saying? And it's just a lot better experience for me when I stay hydrated on this diet. It also helps to aid digestion tremendously, consuming a lot of water. Yeah, guys, so this has been David with a video on my 6-month update on this raw vegan journey. Hopefully you got some things out of it that can help you on your journey if you're just starting, or if you've been doing it for a while, and things to expect. If you enjoyed the video, I want to go ahead and encourage you right now to subscribe down below, and go ahead and hit that notification bell as well, so that I can update you with more videos just like this. I am